Yo guys, what is up, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're coming out to one of my favorite all-time little hidden secluded ponds right here to hopefully get on some big summer bass. I've taught on some new stuff today, so hopefully can find some big fish. Let's get right into it. All right guys, as you guys can see, we've made it to the spot for today's video. Just a decent sized little hidden pond right here. We've got a ton of structure around the edges. It's not super clear water, which may or may not be good for today's little fishing session, but I got some new baits tied on today. I'm gonna be trying out the buzz bait as well as the Carolina rig. Two baits that obviously catch big fish. They catch fish in the summer, but two baits that I've really never thrown before. But we just got this buzz bait for this early morning. We got a little bit of wind, which is always good for a buzz bait. A little bit of chop on top, especially over towards that way, the pond. I've gotten some big fish on top water in here before, but I'm just gonna be casting up and down these banks. Little Guggen Squad Hummer, 50-pound test braid, got a heavy action rod, and let's go crank him. Oh God, oh my 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 God, I just got destroyed on the buzzbait. Oh my gosh, that was a good fish. That was a good fish. I casted maybe, I don't know, 5 to 7 times through the exact same spot. And I did not get bit until that last one. Man, I've been casting up this bank, I don't know, like I said, like maybe 5 to 10 times. And I put one right next to the bank, and he hit it. Oh my gosh. Oh, got him, I got him. Oh my God, it's a little guy on the buzzbait though. That is so sick. He absolutely killed it too. Not necessarily the size we're after. That is a micro little fish on the buzzbait, but I'll take it. I mean, he hit right at the bank as well. That is a tiny little fish on that buzzbait. The blow-up that I gotten earlier was a ferocious blow-up. That fish was definitely at least a decent fish. Maybe not a giant, but at least a decent fish, but I'll take that. It's number 1 on the day on the buzzbait. That gives me a little bit more confidence that maybe if I keep throwing this around these kind of reed edges, around this bank, there's gonna be some more fish, because now I've gotten a bite and a little fish. Let's get him back in the water. All right guys, number 1 on the day. Nothing too special, but topwater strike is always fun. There he goes. I wasn't expecting it, which is also why I got so excited for that fish. I was just reeling it in. It was maybe, I don't know, it was probably around there when he hit it, just around 10 feet from the bank, right underneath this tree. And that's obviously place where these little fish like to hang up, stage away from these bigger predators. And that dude was just hanging right there. Let's get back in there and get on another one. Let's go. That's the start though. All right, I'm pretty much just gonna walk along this bank casting parallel to it because this pond is pretty small, so if there's gonna be any fish, they're gonna usually be between the bank and just 10, 15 feet off of it, because that's pretty much about half of the pond because it is so small. But if there's anything that's gonna be super aggressive, they should be in some of this shallower water. At least I hope there'll be some in this shallower water, so I can cover a little bit more ground going up and down this bank rather than just taking casts randomly into the middle like that. Oh my God, what the heck? I do not think that was a very big fish. I mean, oh, he's got it. I've got him. No way, dude. I didn't think it was a very big fish because it was tiny. I saw him, or I felt him eat it at the bank. and then I casted literally right back in there. This guy was an aggressive little fish. I felt him eat it a few feet that way. That's a micro little fish. Let's lift this guy up and back in the water. All right, guys, that's number 2 on the day. Another little micro one. There's literally a snake right next to where that fish dropped. I reached right in there, but it's number 2. We'll take it. Not much of a better fish on the buzzbait, though. We're gonna work our way around this whole pond, working the bank with the buzzbait before we switch up to that frog, but I'll take it. Let's get him back. Shoo. There he goes. That was a pretty cool eat. He actually came back for it a second time. He missed it. I felt a little tap on it. My bait kind of was running on top and then went like that underneath. Just like pulled the back down. And I was like, that was definitely a bite. Maybe just a bluegill. Cast it right back in the same spot. He was obviously right there and ready to eat the buzzbait. There's a fish. Got him. No way. I was literally letting my baits sit on the bottom. That's a better fish too. Let's go. That's like a 2-pounder. Let's go. That's definitely a decent one for this tiny little pond. He cranked it. I was literally letting that bait sit on the bottom, walking across, just literally right in front of me, walking across the bank. That's a nice, probably 2-pounder. Killed it. Let's get him back in the water. And that is a nice fish on the buzzbait. That is one I'm gonna take all day. All right, guys, that was a sick eat, probably around a 2-pounder. We're getting better here on the buzzbait. That is a nice little fish here. Cranked him in the top of the mouth, and that is such a cool little fish on the buzzbait. There he goes. Let's go, guys. I've been working this bank, and it has not been very long. We've already gotten 2 good fish on the, or one little guy and a decent one on the buzzbait. We've got that just Guggen Squad Hummer right there. Lost the trailer in the midst of that fight. Got him right in the top of the mouth. That's one I'll take. That's a nice 2-pounder on the buzzbait, especially for a tiny little pond like this. Let's keep working around. That's only maybe a quarter of the bank that I've fished, and that's 2 fish already. Let's get back in there. All right, if there was ever gonna be like a 5-pounder, I feel like it would be right here. Oh, yep, I got him. Oh, it's not a 5-pounder. Oh, he came off, he spit it. I said it, I was just saying, if there was ever gonna be a 5-pounder, it would be sitting right there. As soon as that happened, I got a fish on. Not a 5-pounder, maybe a 5-incher. Maybe even less than that. It was absolutely micro. I'm not even sure how he got hooked for the split second that he did. Probably just grabbed the end of it. Maybe not even hooked, just thawing the end of the bait, but it just looks so fishy back here. Again, not a 5-pounder, but doesn't mean there isn't a 5-pounder back here. Come on. One more fish here. Oh, there was a little bass right there that just chased it. He chased it all the way out to the bank. I mean, probably about the same size as the first one of the day, or the second one. Probably about the same size as the one I lost over on the other side, but that was pretty cool. Would have taken him anyway. Just feels like there should be a big one on this shallower flat kind of deal. Oh, got him. No way. That was so cool. I keep feeling like there should be a big one on this flat. And the 2 casts before this, I actually saw a little one following it, cast it back out there. This might even be the same fish. And wow, did he want that. I mean, this guy was not going anywhere on the buzzbait. That's a pretty cool little eat. Let's get him back. That's number 4, pretty cool little fish. Let's get him back. There he goes. I had seen one, a cast before that, or a couple casts before that, follow it in to the bank, maybe right 2 feet away from where that fish ate, maybe like right here. And I saw him following in, and I was talking about how bigger fish should be in here. The second time I've talked about how there should be a big fish, and instantly I've hooked into a tiny fish. All right, guys, that's gonna about do it for today's video. Not the best that I have had this summer, but definitely not a bad day. I'll definitely take 4 fish, plus a decent little 2-pounder, especially a decent fish for such a small pond. But star player of today, really the only bait that I got any luck with, and I threw it for the most time, and that being this little buzz bait here, the Guggen Squad Hummer. Got that in a white color. Switched between the 3.3 and the 3.8 inch Saucy Swimmer on the back. Just got a 3.3 on there right now. 3/8 ounce, little jig head, little Hummer here. Got 50-pound braid because there's so much grass in these ponds. And we made it happen. I will take it. That's a good little day of fishing here. I'm definitely gonna be coming back out to, if not this pond, some other ponds in my area to fish with this buzzbait, because I know the more I fish with it, the better chance I have to get on one of those elusive big bass with this buzzbait. But anyways, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you hit it with a like and subscribe down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.